What's up, you guys? Slasher Movie Reviews here, and today I'm really excited because I love this time of the year, and that's why I decided to look somewhat decent in this video, because today we're going to be counting down the top 10 best movies of 2015. Now, I personally had a great time in 2015, and I saw a ton of great, excellent movies that making this list not only was difficult, but very heartbreaking, because there's always so many great movies that you feel you have to leave off because you only have 10 slots to fill. And I want to shout out a few honorable mentions. These are excellent movies, but they're just not the top 10 best in my opinion. Those movies are The Walk, Me and Earl and the Dying Girl, Steve Jobs, Ex Machina, and The Revenant. On to the list. So starting my list off, you guys, at number 10, I have The Hateful Eight. I love what Tarantino did in this movie. This movie looks amazing. It is shot so beautifully well, and the snow just looks incredible in this film, and I loved all the characters. Each one felt very distinct and had their own sort of quality that made them awesome. The writing is probably the best thing about this movie. The dialogue is superb. Seriously, Samuel Jackson gives a monologue in this movie that is one of my favorite things Tarantino has ever done in his career. It is just so freaking fantastic. And as a movie that's nearly almost 3 hours long, it barely ever drags. In my number 9 spot, you guys, I have Brooklyn. This was my favorite romance of 2015. I thought this was so sweet and touching and very heartfelt, and I thought the performances were really brilliant. Yes, the story is very simple, but I love what they do with it. They took a simple story and just added a lot of heart to it, and it just really struck a nerve with me, and I'm not gonna lie, by the end of it, I was getting a little teary-eyed. And my 8th favorite film of 2015 is The Big Short. I thought this movie was brilliant, and I loved how it took the subject matter of the housing market crash and was able to not only make it funny, but extremely intelligent and informative. Look, you guys, I don't know nothing about this stuff. This stuff goes completely over my head whenever my dad tries to talk about it. Yet this was the first time in a movie I've ever come close to understanding it. And it understands that a lot of people aren't going to understand it. And I like how it did a twist on that. And honestly, the acting in this movie was absolutely terrific, you guys. And offers, in my opinion, the best cameo of 2015. I won't spoil it, but it involves a bathtub. In my number 7 spot, I have Sicario. This movie was so intense, and I was gripping the edge of my seat, you guys. It was just, it was so nerve-wracking from the moment this movie opened up. I thought the acting in this movie was fantastic. Emily Blunt, I love the way her character develops in this movie, but I also really like the way Benicio del Toro's character unravels in this movie. It was an completely gripping sort of crime movie about the cartel that offered some absolutely fantastic cinematography. Now, I have a feeling my number 6 film might cause some controversy, but I don't care. Number 6 is Mockingjay Part 2. Look, you guys, I'm a massive Hunger Games fan. Have been since the day I put down that first book. And this is honestly one of my favorite film franchises of all time. I love this movie. I love the grim, bleak and depressing nature of this film. I thought they knocked it out of the park, and I would even arguably say that might be my favorite Hunger Games movie. I can't help it. I just loved this movie, guys, so much. I was so engrossed into it all, and as sad and bittersweet as it is to see Katniss' story come to a close, it's so impressive to see a book series like the Hunger Games franchise get this sort of quality in filmmaking. We're halfway there, you guys, and at number 5, I have Star Wars The Force Awakens. I'm not going to say too much about this movie or else I won't shut up about this movie, but Star Wars is back, and somehow, with all the hype, this movie still managed to deliver the hype, and it was an incredible experience, you guys. This movie was fun, exciting, edge of your seat. It never dragged. It brought old characters and new characters that were so much fun, and it was just an incredible blast, an experience none of us who ever went and saw this movie will surely to forget, and I cannot wait to see what's next. Number 4, I have Room. This movie destroyed me emotionally. I basically just cried the entire time while watching this movie. The story is just extremely haunting and real, and I thought all the performances, especially from Brie Larson, which is absolutely incredible. I mean, she gives my favorite performance from any actor all year long. I mean, this was extremely haunting, hard film to watch, but had this sense of hope and love. Just incredible movie, you guys. And my third favorite film of 2015 is Spotlight. When I walked out of this movie, guys, I was enraged. I wanted to punch a wall in frustration. But let that be a testament to how good this movie is. How it took its subject matter of, priests molesting kids in the Catholic Church and did it in a way that showcases how powerful journalism is just incredible. I loved all the performances in this movie. No one was going for the gold. Everything just felt real and genuine, and the director was just honed in on their performances and on the story and let the story take centerfold. And I was just so engrossed into this movie, and no movie left me when I walked out this year where I was just so interested into what happened next. I had to read and learn so much, and it just shows how powerful the media can be. And my second favorite movie of 2015 is Inside Out. This movie was brilliant. I loved the concept and how this movie unfolded. The plot was brilliant. The characters were fantastic. Same with the animation. I mean, this was an emotional roller coaster ride. It pulled at my heartstrings. I was just had an absolute incredible time with this movie. And I went back and saw this movie so many times at the cinemas. It was just so great. And we've made it, you guys. We're at the finish line. And my favorite movie of 2015 is Mad Max Fury Road. When I walked out of this movie, guys, I was so blown away, you guys. Hair back, completely exhausted and sweat, dirty. I mean, this movie took me on a roller coaster ride, you guys. It was incredible and just showed how we've been asking very little in our movies, you guys. We need to ask for more. We need to ask for more of Mad Max. This movie was brilliant. The direction was insanely good. The cinematography was beautiful. The action sequences were insane and enthralling. And the movie never let up, never let go. It was just absolutely mind-blowing and one of the coolest action movies I have ever seen, and by far the best movie of 2015 by a landslide. There you have it, you guys. Those were my top 10 best movies of 2015. Let me know in the comments section below what movies you loved in 2015. I had an awesome year, and I can't wait for 2016, you guys. And until next time, I'm the Slasher Movie Reviewer, and you guys have just been slashed.